thoughts on the Georgia-Florida game this Saturday. A whole lot of you hit me up about this game this week, and I know why, because we didn't do a preview video of it Tuesday. Well, you know the rule around here. When we've got a big enough point spread, I ask a very simple question. Do I think the upset is in the cards? And if it is, then we spend the majority of the preview video just painting the scenario of how the upset would happen. And even though we're looking at a game here where the Gators are the biggest point spread underdog since like the late 70s, sometimes I can find a path. I really couldn't find a path for Florida. But you know what? I'll entertain you anyway with this. Because I will tell you how it would happen if it did happen. I got a really hard time seeing this one. There's an ultra weird dynamic in place that if you're a Utah fan, you probably hadn't paid much attention to. People around the South aren't paying much attention to this game this week. Everybody's attention is on next week, when not only Bama goes to LSU, but Tennessee goes to Georgia. And around Georgia fans, and trust me, I'm around a lot of them, if not geographically, electronically on the iJosh, I probably got a 10-to-1 ratio of questions from them this week about Tennessee in relation to Florida. They think they got Florida figured out. And I'm not mad at them. I know why they feel that way. I know why the line on this game is 22.5. It's the same number Michigan is favored by against Michigan State. The dynamic is also kind of interesting because as of today, when I was trying to feel out the temperature around both programs, I got Georgia folks focused on Tennessee. I had Florida folks focused on Cormani McLean, and that turned out to be a disaster for the Florida folks, so maybe the upset will salvage things this Saturday. Here's the case. If Florida pulls the upset, you can present me your scenario in the comment section, but if it happens, if the Georgia offense is not consistent early enough and you give the Florida ground game time to start converting some first downs, and they do have that capability, and that is really their main shot in this game, is to start generating more success on the ground than Georgia does and more success on the ground than anyone expected. Yeah, okay, I can see that. And the other thing is if Anthony Richardson plays out of his mind on third down, to match what Georgia offensively does on third down and fourth down for that matter, yeah, okay. I can easily see you getting into the second half. I can see you getting late third quarter and we're looking around and we're saying, wow, Georgia hasn't pulled away yet. Sure, I can see that. But Florida's defense, I tried to find a path. I did. I know Georgia played Missouri close a few weeks ago, so it's not out of the realm of possibility we could see it. But matchup-wise, I don't like it for Florida. I really don't like it. The Vegas number, as I said, is 22.5. Our model's even fatter than that. I think we've got it, actually. We've got Georgia favored by 25 on our model. Now, look, if you're a Florida fan, here's what I'd be telling myself right now. Isn't that the same model that had Texas in the top 10 last week? Yes, it is. So if things go sideways for Georgia, that will be the protocol around here. We will blame the model. We will not blame ourselves. But we got Georgia winning. We got Georgia covering. And even though I could see scenarios where this is competitive at halftime, I don't think you got a four-quarter shot down there. And so I'm going to take Georgia to win. And I think they're going to cover. And I think they're going to look as good as they've looked all year. And that's going to give folks a ton of confidence. And it's going to be really interesting because you're playing a team in Florida that stylistically is nothing like the team that you're going to play next week. And here's what I could easily see. I can see Georgia winning this thing like 36-10. And they shut down the run, and Florida can't really throw the ball all that well. And then you get really, really overconfident, and someone goes and bets their entire life savings on Georgia minus less than 2 touchdowns against Tennessee. And then Tennessee's throwing the ball 17 times in the first quarter. I could see that happening. So it's going to be a fun 2 weeks either way. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Make sure you like the video, and please subscribe to the channel. Not just for me. That's how we keep this entire thing free.